Welcome to Azzadous Studios. If you're here for the free donks, they're in the description below. Fill your boots. But I guarantee if you watch the rest of the video, you won't even care about the free donks because you're going to be making your own sick donks in no time. Yes, I know you can see the light bouncing off my head. This is my lockdown haircut, but I kind of like it, so I think I'm going to keep it. If you like the video, like and share, and remember to subscribe and ring the bell to keep up to date with future videos. Okay, so sick donks in Serum. Easy. What I'm going to do to start off with, I'm just going to switch oscillator A and B on, the filter on, and I'm going to get analog, and I'm going to go for, let's try basic shapes, and we just want a sine wave. We're going to leave that on 0 octave. So oscillator B, we want to push up an octave, and I'm going to go for basic shapes again, and we're just going to start off with 2 sine waves to make it as basic as possible. I'm going to switch the random off on both, and I'm just going to set up an envelope. So I want the envelope 3 to control the filter. I'm going to switch the filter over to 24, but later on you can switch between these and get a bit of a different vibe for your donk. The cutoff I'm going to bring all the way down, and I'm going to add envelope 3 to that cutoff. I'm just going to bring it down a bit, just below 3 o'clock maybe. And again, you can edit this later, add a little bit more high to your donk. So envelope 3, what we want quite a plucky sound. So So what I'm going to do is switch the level off completely for oscillator B, because we're just going to use this to affect oscillator A with FM from B. So first of all, I'm going to bring that FM up a bit. And already you can hear that donk coming through. I'm going to add a sub, direct out, just leave it on a sine wave. I'm going to bring the level all the way down for this, and the level all the way down for oscillator A. And what I'm going to do with envelope 2 is bring the sustain all the way down and just level this out a bit. I'm going to add the envelope to the level of oscillator A and also to the level of the sub. Okay, so now let's go back to envelope 3 and just tweak that a little bit. Obviously you can tweak this to your heart's content, to however you want it to sound. So there's the basics of the donk. I'm just going to knock the phase a little bit on oscillator B. So going from here, what I like to do is just literally experiment with anything. So you've got your basics of your donk there. I'm going to add some unison to both oscillator A and B. I'm going to bring the detune right down to maybe 0.02 on both. Okay, so next up what I'm going to do is add a compressor, multiband, and just bring the threshold down. And a bit of EQ. A notch there just to bump up around 100 to 200 Hertz. Let's bring that Q back up. And I'm just going to boost the highs a little bit with another notch. And bring that master down. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is show you just how easy it is to experiment and get some really sick sounding donks. What I'm going to do with oscillator B is just switch this to something random. Let's have a look in digital. Let's just try, let's go for this GS Zello. Okay, so we've got quite a metallic sounding donk there. Okay, so it's coming along. What I like to do, and what I find really works really well with donks, is on oscillator B, switch on the mirror. Okay. So I'm going to bring the drive and the fat up on the filter. I just play with the FM from B. So many tiny little tweaks that you can make, and it just changes the sound of the donk so much. It's mad how many different donks you can make just out of one patch. It was really hard to select a load of donks for the pack because there was just that many little tweaks I could make, and made an infinite amount of donks. So again, let's just try changing oscillator B again. Let's try this dist C2. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the filter, the FX again, and just tweak that EQ a little bit. It's quite quiet at the moment, just compared to my kick anyway. What I usually do is add quite a bit of processing on, which I've got down here. I'm going to switch that on in a second and show you. So I'm just going to show you another way of getting more interesting donks is on oscillator A. If you edit this or choose, you can go for analog BD sign. It's quite a nice sound. You do get quite a nice sound from it. But what I'm going to do is edit, and I'm just going to bring the first harmonic all the way up, and then add a little bit more of the second harmonic. So you can see it's starting to distort a bit there. I'm just going to roll it back a bit. Add a little bit of the third harmonic. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, try another wavetable. Let's go to spectral and try scout. And then what I can do as well is drag the envelope 3 over to stuff like the mirror. And it ruins it if you have too much of a spread on it, but if you bring it right down, just gives your donk a little bit more movement. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is pull that threshold down on the compressor a bit more. That is pretty much the basics of making a donk in Serum. It's really easy and you can get some really nice sounds, like I say, just from making the tiniest tweaks. So I'm just going to show you a little bit about the processing that I'm doing on these. So let's get another sound. Let's go for quite a basic one again. Go back to analog, basic shapes. Okay, so we've got a nice normal donk there, kind of basic. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to delete this glue compressor because I'm not using it. I've got a Pro Q2. All I'm doing on there is I'm just rolling off the lows. And I'm just going to boost that high a little bit. Just cut a little bit out there. So then next up I'm using the Vengeance multiband compressor, and all I'm really going to do is go to mastering and choose Dance Master 2. I'm going to roll the mix down to about 75. I'm just going to bring the output gain down, and then I'm going to tweak each band. So the top band I'm getting a bit more click. Okay, and then I've got another Pro Q2, and let's just sort this volume out a bit because it's still a little bit loud. I'm just going to bring it down on Serum. So on this one, I'm rolling off the lows again, about 37 Hz. Just a little dip there. Not too much. Okay, so I'm going to boost about there. A little boost on those highs, and then I'm rolling off the extreme highs. Just that nasty click, we don't really need that. Okay, and then finally I'm just going to slap a sausage fattener on it. And about there, what we can do is go back into Serum and have another little play around. You know, let's try this hyper. And like I said earlier, you can have a play with the filter, so let's bring that down to an 18. And just tweak that envelope a bit. Just letting a little bit too much high through. And then what you can do as well is play with the octaves. So if I bring the octave down on oscillator B, you get some really interesting sounding donks. So that's it, really simple way of making donks in Serum, and they sound sick as well. I hope you liked the video. If you did, like and share, and remember to subscribe and ring the bell to keep to date with future videos. See you next time.
1, and it comes to 2 to the 3 and